All right, around the NFL every Tuesday, I'm going to tell you, don't be surprised if X happens. Very exciting. Going to look forward a little bit, reacting still to week one, and these trends might continue.
All right, so don't be surprised if
the Bengals are actually just not very good. Joe Burrow was the third worst quarterback of week one by EPA per play. He was bad. The wrist, it still looks like it's impacting him when throwing the football. They might be paying a little bit of karmic justice for not just paying their guys. Jamar Chase has to get more reps. He wasn't bad in the game, but overall, the operation stunk. Everything just kind of looked difficult for Cincinnati against a New England team that's morbid. And they lose that game, 0-1 start. Look, don't be shocked if this team has a disappointing season and we start hearing about Zach Taylor might get canned. This could be a season-long disappointment.
Jay Moore, don't forget to transcribe my thoughts in the show. I think it's better. It's more consumable that way. When I say things like what Shay just said, leading into the season, just transcribe it. Just put it out there for public consumption.
You got it.
Oh, thank you very much. Because no one listens around here, so...
Listen, credit to you, Hoodie. I heard you say it. That Burrow.
No, you can't give credit on the back end.
Got to give it on the front end.
It's got to be on the front end. My overall view of Cincinnati, as I've said on the show, is I think Joe Burrow's good. I don't think that the Bengals will supply him with enough to be able to get back up there again. And the same thing with this season, too. I think it's going to be fine. It's just, Shay, it's just one of those things like the NBA. It's a good NBA team, but you just know that there won't be good enough to get to the championship level. And that's what I think Cincinnati is. Not against Burrow, just like the organization. I just don't think that they'll get back there again. Joe Burrow is going to be great, but the Bengals will not. Fair?
Boy, and there's a lot of talent on that roster. Jeez. Crazy.
Don't be surprised if...
I'm going to cheat a little bit. Don't be surprised if the Bengals are very good. Joe Burrow through the first 2 weeks of the season in his first 5 years. What do you think his record is? How about 1-8? This is what they always do. Even the year they went to the Super Bowl, they lose games early. First 2 weeks of the season, they are historically awful under Joe Burrow. Routinely start slow. It's old school Patriots. We got to figure out our team. We got to learn about ourselves, and then we'll take off in October. Don't be shocked if the Bengals have this week one stinker. Week two might be bad also, and then turn it on.
Yeah, so what Shay's talking about is at the Chiefs next, Cap, for the Bengals. Could be a good ball game.
It could. They play well in that building. They have. They've won there. They also lost the AFC title game I was at in a tight one. They played well in the building.
And then the Commanders, and then the Panthers. Oh God! Now you're back. Now you're back in the swing of things.
You're 2-2.
Now you're back. Then the Ravens on the 6th of October. So there's a nice swing for the Bengals if you're interested.
We could get to 2-3 now. We'll be okay.
Like they should have beat the Patriots. I just don't understand. All right, Shay. Don't be surprised if.
No, speaking of the Patriots, Hoodie, don't be surprised if that's the only game that they win all year.
Oh, come on.
Listen, just do me a favor. Take a peek at their schedule.
All right.
Things do not lighten up for New England. They play in a brutal AFC East. They've got crossover games with the NFC West. That means San Francisco's on the docket. They come here to Chicago. That's going to be tough. It sounds like Jacoby Brissett's going to be the full season starter. They're redshirting Drake May. The offensive line is morbid. The defense is inflated in value a bit right now because they caught Cincy in a bad spot. There is precedent for this. It would not be the first time. Remember how the Jaguars got themselves Trevor Lawrence. They opened the season with a big win at home over division rival Indianapolis, 27-20. They went 1-15.
So, Shay, when I ask you in the draft, what do the Patriots need? It's pretty much everything, right? To upgrade almost everything?
Yeah, they need an offensive tackle. They need a wide receiver. They need a defensive end after trading Matthew Judon. They could use a little help, I think, at linebacker. Secondary's okay. They need everything.
Seahawks, Jets, 49ers, the next three for the Patriots.
Yikes.
Seahawks, Jets for 1-3.
And Jets and 49ers are on the road.
Oh, God. Not good.
I like You could so that you didn't have room for overreaction Monday with that one with the Patriots.
I was saving it for today.
Okay.
It felt good. Like, don't be surprised the Patriots just lose every game the rest of the way. Hoodie, it doesn't lighten up after that. They get the Dolphins, then they get the Texans, then they go on the road to the Jags, Jets again, on the road to the Titans, on the road to the Bears, Rams, Dolphins, Colts, Cardinals, Bills, Chargers, Bills.
3-14.
Yeah, they aren't winning more than 3 games. And great, you got one in week 1. That might be the only one.
Shot or no shot, who wins more games, Patriots or Colorado Buffalo? Right? Wow. It's a photo finish.
Who wins more games the rest of their respective seasons, the Patriots or the White Sox?
The Patriots. Here's Shane Orr.
Oh, God.
It's a good bet, isn't it?
It is.
It's a really good bet. Here's Shane Norley.
This one hurts me to say, Hoodie.
What?
Don't be surprised if Derek Carr isn't bad.
Oh, you can't do that.
Don't be surprised. I was doing some late reading Sunday morning before the games kicked off, and I stumble upon this analytics website I like. And these nerds and their fancy made-up advanced metrics from last season rated Derek Carr as a top 5 quarterback in 2023. I laughed. I'm like, there's no shot. Nerd! Your stupid metrics don't mean anything. Watch the film. And then I watched Derek Carr light up the New Orleans sky, and I thought, oh no. Oh no, what if he's not bad?
No, don't do that. Again,
he's paid to be elite now.
This is spillover from Monday, by the way. He didn't get to. This is what it is. You can't take a crap on the Saints all summer. They beat a terrible.
They scored
Panthers
47
team.
points.
I don't care.
Maybe I got to take my medicine.
No. You have to stick to your guns. You said the Saints could be awful. Did you not? You're not a Carr fan.
I'm not.
Okay, they beat a terrible Panther team. Now watch this, Cap. He says this about Carr now. They're taking on the Cowboys, Eagles, and Falcons next, followed by the Chiefs. So long, everybody.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys are going to teach them the meaning of the word
I'm
respect.
not going to let you do that.
Check back the first week of October.
I'm going to tackle you in there.
Hoodie, as valuable as digging my heels in and going, Saints suck, worst team ever.
You're right.
Last year I said the Ravens would be bad. I pivoted fairly quickly, and it was a valuable pivot for me.
My Cowboys are good, man.
I'm not going to let you do that, Shay. I'm not going to let you do. I'm going to let you stick to your guns and be right about the Saint. They beat up a terrible. They beat up a XFL team in the Panthers, and they're going to play the Cowboys, Eagles, Falcons, and Chiefs next. You'll see the real Derek Carr against those teams. Are you kidding me?
He's still standing at the end of that. Okay,
stop.
We'll talk.
Don't be surprised if.
You're going to like this one, Hoodie. Don't be surprised if the Giants blow out their front office for the second time in 3 years.
Okay.
Joe Shane, Brian Daboll, rough go on Hard Knocks this summer. Everybody thought they looked like clowns. Then they go out and really look like clowns with the uniforms that fit the role on Sunday against the Vikings.
I like that jersey.
Daniel Jones just lofting a ball to Van Ginkel. Here you go. Free touchdown.
I like the jersey.
That's terrible.
I thought it was cool.
They looked naked.
They looked like the Montreal Canadiens.
They did.
That's what they looked like.
They absolutely did.
That's what they looked like.
It's a good call. They absolutely did.
A terrible uniform. Okay. Terrible. 1920s. Who cares? They are bad, Cap. The Giants.
Better beat the Washington Commander this week.
Hey, Bears fans, you want to complain about the Bears and the offense? Be a Jets or Giants fan. They've been as bad as we have been for years.
Being a Browns fan. God.
Yeah. Can I squeeze in one more, Hoodie? Permission?
Don't be surprised if.
Because Cap brought up the Browns. Don't be surprised if the Browns put a $235 million dent in their bench. You've got Sunday, Cleveland fans for the entire duration of the game. The fans booing relentlessly Deshaun Watson. You've got media across the country begging you. Dan Orlovsky went on ESPN yesterday. It's time to look at Jameis Winston. Got to bench this dude. Everybody's telling them what to do. They can't cut or trade Deshaun. But hey, another lawsuit. Check notes. That makes 28 sexual assault lawsuits against Deshaun Watson dropped yesterday. Dude, I'm just telling you. It might be a lot of dead cap and it might be a lot of money to stick on your bench, but Jameis gives you a better chance on Sundays.
You said dropped. The suit wasn't dropped. the news dropped that it was filed.
the news dropped.
Okay, let me just be clear. This is from Spot Track. For the just cut the Sean now crowd, dead cap if they cut him now, $119.9 million. They still would owe him $93.2 in cash. 2025 dead cap, $80.7. Oh my God.
Albert Breer next on Cap and